Got a Shattering Blades build video for you today. Same as kind of usual, just gonna walk into a dungeon, gonna think out loud. You can track my rotation above my details panel. These are the talents I'm running for the video. Pretty standard build, using Razor Ice and Rune of the Fallen Crusader on my weapons. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop into this video. Alright, getting into this 11 Dawnbreaker, no breath build. I'm really slow. I'm going to use another charge to get up to the mob. I'm going to drop my Ghoul, Death and Decay, Remorseless Winter, use that Rhyme proc, Pillar of Frost, Reaper's Mark, Trinket, Racial, and going to pop my Empowered Rune Weapon and Frostworm's Fury. And now we're just spamming for Obliterate procs and using our Rhyme procs. We'll put another Death and Decay down. We'll get here to kick this back on the big target. And just using our procs. We're out of our window now, so now we're just back to balancing between runes and runic power. Just going to reapply Remorseless Winter. Try not to overcap on either of our resources. First pack is done. We'll use Death's Advance to get onto the boat a little bit quicker. We're going to slappy hands here. Oh, overlapped our kick, but that's okay. Drop a Death and Decay, Pillar, Reaper's Mark, and now we're just into our basic rotation of spending Killing Machine procs and using Rhyme procs when we get them. If we don't have a Rhyme proc and we don't have a Killing Machine proc, we will Frost Strike, like right now. And we dropped another Death and Decay just to do more AoE damage. Proc, and that's our window. So now we're just back to balancing between the two. Use our Rhyme proc, we'll kick that there. I'm going to AMS this damage. Hopefully everyone gets out of that. I kind of lost it in the boat there. Couldn't see anything. And we won't resend our cooldowns here. We will reapply Remorseless Winter, but we won't resend our Pillar just because this guy is going to die. And away we go. Mounting up here. Getting into this next pack. We're gonna... Oh, we overlapped our kick there, but Pillar of Frost, Trinket, Racial, and Empowered Rune Weapon. Just to generate more procs so we can spend more Killing Machines. Once this Death and Decay is over and our new one comes off charge, we will drop a new one. But until then, we will just keep spending our procs. So we'll drop a new Death and Decay. And our window is over, so we're just back to kind of balancing all of our abilities. But the pack is dead, which is very nice. So mounting up, going to the next boat. And just drop a Pillar once that comes off cooldown. So Pillar, Reaper's Mark, Trinket. Honestly, I think I'm messing up that order a little bit. I think we should be trinketing before we Pillar and Reaper's Mark. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the key. I'm going to save my Frostworm's Fury just for boss. Just to do a little bit more boss prio damage. Going to kick that. Reapply Remorseless Winter. Drop a Death and Decay. Use the Rhyme proc. Just kind of trying to balance runic power and runes best I can. Trying to have 3 runes generating at once, because that's the maximum number of runes you can have generating at one time. And just not trying to overcap. We'll reapply Remorseless Winter. We'll AMS this damage, make sure there's no other melees in our range. And perfect. The pack's dead. Going into the boss is pretty easy when you have... Oh, we have a Devastation Aug. I didn't even realize. Alright, so gonna kick that, drop my Ghoul, Pillar of Frost, Trinket, Frostworm's Fury, watching the lines here, using my procs, procking again, Rhyme proc, Killing Machine, gonna use my Racial for the last few seconds of my window. Might have been better to hold it, but that's okay. Oh, we out. We only have the one range, so our baits aren't going to be the best, but that's okay. Just have to make sure we move as quickly as possible. So again, we're just kind of trying to Balance runes and runic power. If you can, try and have 3 generating at all times. Use your rhyme procs when you get them. Reapply a Remorseless Winter. Setting up for my next window here. And I forgot to use my trinket beforehand again, but I think you will get more damage if you do that. And we're mounting up. Probably shouldn't have used my cooldowns because he phases at 50%, but that's okay. By the time we're back, it won't be super long before that cooldown's back up. So grabbing some orbs, and now we're just flying in. Gonna get that kick there, dropping Death and Decay. Slappy Hands, because just extra damage. Just waiting for my window here. Put a Remorseless Winter out. Gonna get out of this pool. Pillar of Frost. I don't have a trinket, so I'm just going to send my cooldowns anyways. And now I'm just using Rhyme procs. I'll use my trinket now that it's up. Just waiting for runes. Killing Machine. Use my Rhyme here because I can't. I'll kick. And now our window is over. So we didn't get a lot of procs there, which is a little unfortunate, but not much you can do about that. Reapply Remorseless Winter. Watch for these puddles. And watching the lines now. Just kind of waiting for our next window. Boss is sub 20%, so we're not going to use Empowered Rune Weapon. We're going to save that for the next time we get our window. But we are going to Pillar of Frost, Reaper's Mark him. We're not going to use a trinket once it comes up. We're just going to kill the boss. And dodge these lines, but the boss should be dying here. And perfect. Now we get to mount up and go to the boss. Or sorry, the next ad set. You can fly straight to wherever your tank typically pulls. This is pretty standard for pugs. I have run this key once with the tank before, so... But yeah, this is pretty a standard place to land if you need somewhere to be safe. But then if you see your tank go somewhere else, just fly somewhere else. But yeah, as soon as the boss goes into that phase again, you don't have to go back to the ship. You can just fly down there. Okay, so we're just setting up for our window. We're going to Trinket, Racial, Pillar of Frost, Mark, Frostworm's Fury, and Empowered Rune Weapon. And now we're just trying to spend as many procs as possible. He's going to pull more adds in, so we're going to move to them. We're going to drop a Death and Decay to cleave. Gonna try and dodge these frontals. Window's over. Gonna reapply Remorseless Winter. And we're just gonna dodge these frontals. Pulling these on the stairs is a little scary because sometimes the frontals will bug out and you won't be able to see them. So just keep that in mind if you are tanking or you see your tank doing it and you know the tank. Whatever the case may be, but obviously when you're pugging, you can't, beggars can't be choosers. You just kind of got to follow your tank and do some damage. So we're going to Trinket here, Pillar of Frost, Reaper's Mark, use a Killing Machine proc, use another Killing Machine proc, another Killing Machine proc. I'm going to run up to where these new adds are. I'm going to watch that frontal. I'm going to get that kick. Watching the frontal, coming back in now because I think it's safe. Watching my feet. Going to AMS because this ability is on me in case no one kicks it. And window's over, so now I'm just kind of balancing between runes and runic power. Gonna get that kick again. Watching my feet. Making sure we're not being hit by anything. The ad affix is out this week. I'm not sure when I will be posting this commentary, so if it's not the ad affix, just make sure you're dealing with whatever affix it is that happens to be that week. And there we go. Getting ready for this next pack. Waiting for the tank to group them together. Gonna drop my Ghoul, Remorseless Winter. I'm gonna grip in that caster for us. Drop a Death and Decay. Use my Rhyme proc. Get the kick. Pillar of Frost. Reaper's Mark. Gonna pull in that other caster back on my target. I forgot to Trinket, so we're gonna Trinket now. I'm gonna use Empowered Rune Weapon to help with procs. And just kind of watching my feet and trying to spend as many Killing Machine procs as possible. More orbs coming out. Gonna reapply Remorseless Winter. Use the Rhyme proc that comes from that. So when you Remorseless Winter and it hits targets for the first time, the first 3 targets it hits, it gives you a free Rhyme proc. So if you have a Rhyme proc saved up and Remorseless Winter is off cooldown, try and spend it. Sometimes you can't, you know, like there's other priorities, but if you can, just gonna AMS that AoE damage. Try and help out there. Help the healer out. This is the affix I was talking about. That's this week. Whatever week it is for you guys when this video gets uploaded, just, you know, help it out. Some affixes we do better at than others, but so reapplying Remorseless Winter and stuff. Gonna use my racial as I go into this window. And just spending procs here. Gonna reapply Remorseless Winter. Use a Killing Machine proc. And that is the window. So now we're just back to balancing. Just waiting for our next window to come up. So the boss still has enough HP. It will live our thing. I forgot to use the trinket again. That's a bad habit I'm gonna have to break. I don't know. I think it more so comes from the breath build. You pop breath and then the trinket and then into it. So I'm used to pressing my cooldowns first, but that's okay. We will try and fix that habit right now in this key. Watching our feet. Lots going on. Just waiting for our next cooldown window. So we're just going to put a ghoul down. We'll slappy hands just for that extra damage. We're just going to wait for our abilities. We're going to watch our feet. Okay, so our abilities are getting ready to come off cooldown. We won't have a trinket, but that's okay. We're going to pop down to Death and Decay. Actually, everything is pretty low, so we're actually just going to save. We're just going to save here. The other people in our group did some damage, so they kind of helped us out. Going to AMS that damage just to help our healer out. Pack is dead, so away we go to the next mini-boss. So we're lusting here, so we're gonna trinket and everything. I forgot to trinket again. I keep talking about it, but I keep making the error. Next one for sure, guys, I promise. Just using Killing Machine procs here as much as I can in the window. Frost Striking if I don't have a Rhyme proc or a Killing Machine proc. Gonna put down a new Death and Decay. Use that Rhyme proc. Killing Machine, and that's the window, so now we're back to balancing. Just gonna refresh my Remorseless Winter there. We're getting a lot of procs, which is good. Gonna AMS this damage just to help the healer. And just finishing off this last mob. Just saving my cooldowns for the next pack. And we mount up and we go to the next mini-boss. Oh, never mind. We're gonna get this emissary first. Okay, and away we go. Alright, on to this mini-boss is the one where the orb gets pointed down, so you just have to watch the orb. We're going to watch that frontal. We're going to pillar. We will Frostmourne's Fury here. We're just watching the orb. The orb is on me, so I just got to point it down the hallway to make sure no one gets hurt by it. We'll AMS the damage for when it pops. Just watching our feet for the frontal. Evoker Rescue buffed us there for the shield. The orb is going on them, so we're just going to stand to the back. Just have to be careful of that frontal. Perfect. And we'll put another Death and Decay down. We can resend cooldowns here, so we're going to. Look at that, I trinketed this time properly. We're not going to send Empowered Rune Weapon, because we will want it for the boss. But I'm in this window, obviously. I'm just trying to spend as many Killing Machine procs as possible. Mini-boss is dead. We will get the affix here. Perfect. And now we go to the boss. Alright, in this boss, nothing super crazy. Just need to kill ads when ads come out. And use our defensives to help our healer out. So just setting up for my window. I am going to Trinket, Pillar of Frost, Reaper's Mark. Empowered rune weapon, and now just spamming obliterates when I get the proc. So obliterating here, obliterating. Gonna drop a death and decay. Gonna AMS this AoE. Gonna reapply Remorseless Winter, put out my ghoul. My window is over. I will slappy hands when these ads come out, just like right now. I'm going to drop another death and decay. I'll use the rhyme proc I have. I'm going to obliterate, 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 obliterate. Oh, I just keep getting them. This is sweet. And now I will reapply Remorseless Winter. The reason I was obliterate spamming there and not trying to balance is just because the ads were up, and I wanted to make sure I could get as much damage as I could onto them in my death and decay. So I popped my trinkets there and my racial before I went into my Pillar of Frost window. Just gotta step off so I don't get hit by this dark orb, point it down the hill, and then we run back to the boss. Window is over, so we will put our Remorseless Winter back out. Drop in Death and Decay because the ads are here. And now we are just obliterate spamming. Because the Death and Decay helps the... Just watching the orb. I'm going to AMZ this because this is the overlap. And we're kind of... Well, I don't know why we pulled the boss back, but that's okay. Pillar, Frost, Trinket, Frostworm's Fury, and Reaper's Mark. So now we're just back to our spending window. So just trying to get as many Killing Machine procs as possible. Gonna drop a new Death and Decay for Cleave here. I didn't use Empowered Rune Weapon, so I'm gonna use it now to try and get some extra Cleave going. Get these ads going. Just make sure we're not in that terrifying slam. And this boss should be dead. Reapply Remorseless Winter, and we'll throw our ghoul out just for that extra damage. Make sure we'll AMZ this, or AMS, sorry, this AoE, but the boss is dead. So we are going back to the boat now. And this ad, we're gonna blow all our cooldowns on because the damage on first phase of boss is not super important. So just spreading. The healer's dead, so I'm gonna pop Iceborne Fortitude. I'm gonna slappy hands to bring the ads in. I will reapply Remorseless Winter. Gonna AMS here. I thought it was on me, but it ended up being on the evoker. Whoopsie daisies. I will pull in these ads. I don't have any defensives, but that's okay. I think the healer should be able to keep me up. We're gonna re-blow our cooldowns on this, almost like a mini boss-esque. I was a little late with my trinket again, but that's okay. Oh, I think I'm dead here. I popped a health pot. We managed to live it. I guess that's a bad part about us basically all being melee. Our only ranged is a fake ranged. Okay, so damage in this phase doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is living, doing the bombs, getting the line out to the side if we get the line on us. So bombs are coming out after this AoE. We're going to drop a Death and Decay, or sorry, AMZ to help with this AoE. And now we just are going to get this bomb. It's really far away, but that's okay. And we'll throw the bomb out. So we got all the bombs first phase. We're just getting ready for the next bomb phase now. Just trying to live. Again, you can pop your cooldowns if you want, but damage doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to save them all. Sometimes in my breath build, I practice my opener. I'm going to pop Lichbone just to help with the damage. Gonna grab a bomb here. Throw the bomb on. I'll go grab this other bomb because no one else is going to grab it. And again, bombs are the only important part, not damage. So we got all the bombs, so that means he'll be phasing. So we're gonna mount up and we're gonna go to the boss. So going into the boss on the lower phase, we will have all of our cooldowns. So we will open in this order. We are going to drop a ghoul. We are going to Slappy Hands. We are going to Remorseless Winter. We are going to Trinket, Pillar of Frost, Racial, or Trinket and Racial, sorry. Pillar of Frost, Reaper's Mark, Frostworm's Fury, and then Empowered Rune Weapon. So that's kind of how we're going to do it. Let's see if I can do it exactly like we're supposed to. So here we go. Reaper's Mark, Trinket, Racial, Pillar of Frost, Mark, Frostworm's Fury. There we go. We did it. And now, oh, I forgot Slappy Hands, but that's okay. We're going to AMS that so we don't get stunned. Death's Advance so we don't get pushed back. We'll Slappy Hands now just for that extra damage. A little unfortunate we got back-to-back mechanics, but run your mechanics out. Just setting up for my next window now by balancing runes and runic power. AoE. We're gonna... I was a little late with my thing, but it should help with the dot nonetheless. Just watching out for the thing. Setting up for my next window. Gonna Remorseless Winter Trinket. I got this again, so we're actually gonna run this out before we pop it. Now we're gonna Pillar of Frost, Reaper's Mark, spend our Killing Machine procs as much as we can in this window. Rhyme when we get them. And our window is coming to an end. We're going to reapply Remorseless Winter here. Just watching for the line. Put our ghoul back out. We'll put a Death and Decay for the haste. We got the thing again. We're not going to run it onto anyone. We're just going to get out of the way. We're going to dodge that frontal. We're going to Trinket, Pillar of Frost, Reaper's Mark, spending procs now. So proc, rhyme, get some runes, proc, frost strike again. There we go. Killing machine. Man, we are getting really unlucky with getting these so often. Watching the frontal, reapply Remorseless Winter, and there we go. That's the boss. So that was an 11 Dawnbreaker with the no breath build. This is our breakdown. Hopefully you guys learned something. As you can tell, I'm still not 100% in this build. There's some stuff I can personally improve on, especially with trinket usage. It's a little bit different than the breath build, but if you guys enjoy the build, you want to use it. If you want to compare it to what my breath build did in a 12 Dawnbreaker, I have that video posted as well. You can go check that out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.